The hive cluster is under attack.
For the swarm.
Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of what? It's going to be StarCraft Brood War. It's going to be remastered. It's going to be Leta and Jaedong here on Neo Dark Origin. Top left, it is Leta. This guy loves his Wraiths, and in the bottom right, it is Jaedong. He loves his Mutalisks. So maybe we'll see some Wraith action, but if we don't, then let's not be too disappointed, okay? We've got Jamtude watching. I think that is Shuttle. Also, DS Juno, no idea who that is, but hey, it's a TVZ on Neo Dark Origin. Thank you so much for watching this, and let's get right on into it here. Did you watch the finals of ASL 19? Incredible series. Not going to spoil anything else, just that it's worth watching, and go watch it, man. Maybe the Tastosis cast out is out by now, by the time this posts. So, looks like it's going to be a scout here from Jaedong. Excellent stuff. I do like drone scouting. And it's going to be a Rax first here from Leta. Command Center first on a two-player map is super dangerous, man. Is this going to be like a proxy hatch? This timing kind of lines up with a proxy hatch, man. What is going on here with our guy Jaedong? He's not sending a drone out to his natural to expand. And look, 245, 250. Okay, so I guess it's just a scouting drone, and he's expanding at 12 supply here in his natural base. So proxy hatches are super, super rare and super weird, but I thought maybe that's why RJB sent me this replay and said it was a DEFCON 1 replay, but I guess not. Anyway, harassing, spitting acid here. Look at this. Spines here, just like Hydralisks, but it looks like they're spitting acid. Look, right? I guess the acid lubricates the spines, but it looks like it's just acid, man. So, pool into gas. We know exactly what Leta is doing here. Early gas off of one base. And this little worker fight, man. SCVs hit harder and have more HP, but drones can regenerate their HP and SCVs cannot. So that's why this is a balanced fight. Factory up. Jaedong says, are you going to expand? Maybe you're expanding inside the main base and you're going to lift it off into the natural base here, but no. Factory on the way. That leads me to think this is going to be a two-port Wraith opening, which we have seen so much in the last 2 weeks on this channel, man. If you like Wraiths, do I have some replays for you, man? Let me know in the comments, and I'll link them to you. Alright, so 150 minerals and enough gas to make a starport here. Factory almost done, and factory done. Starport. Starport? Starport. Leta, you do not disappoint, man. And a second starport as well. Two-port Wraith opening. Say it with me. Two-port Wraith. Two-port Wraith. Two-port Wraith. Into a Hydra Den. He says, this is Leta, man. Wraiths are in the future here. But again, maybe it's mech, so I'm going to throw down a safety sunken here. But no vultures. Excellent wall off. Excellent wall off position here to block the back entrance as well as the front entrance to your natural base. And an Overlord is scouting. Scouting for Wraith traces. And Wraith pathing here. Yeah, man. This lines up so nicely here. One port, two port, one Wraith, two Wraith started at around 4 minutes and 10 seconds. But Hydras are on the way. Hydralisks are so good against Wraiths. An excellent response here from Jaedong. I did cast a replay where there were Wraiths for Jaedong, and he was like, let me make Mutalisks. And Scourge. And guess what? Wraiths can out-micro Mutalisks and Scourge because of their speed and because of the distance of their air-to-air attack. But guess what they can't out-micro? Hydralisks. Their air-to-ground attack range is so short, and the Hydralisk's ground-to-air range is so long that Hydralisks, again, are the right answer here. So, alright. And, oh boy, run, Wraith. There are so many Hydralisks. Hang on a second. Dude, why? Why are we chasing... Look, you lost a drone because you're chasing Marines all around the place here. We've got Cloak. We've got ourselves... Oh, he canceled the Lurker aspect in order to get Hydralisk attack range. Yes, I think that is the right decision here as well. Not a lot of Marines, but there are a lot of Wraiths. And, okay, so dude, come on. Oh, got one. Yeah, there we go. Hydralisks, even without range there. Without the range upgrade. Yep, so this is how we keep our drones healthy against a 2-port Wraith opening. Hydralisks. Zerg players, take notes. We've got 19 workers here. We're making 3 workers at a time. We've got Overlord Speed coming up. We've got a Evolution Chamber coming up here as well. And still, it's a 1-base opener here from our guy, Leta. No mech. Just continuing to make Wraiths and waiting for that Cloak to finish. And yeah, look, we've got Overlords to spare. We've got a lot of Hydralisks. This is great. This is fantastic. Look at this. Nope. Not happening. You're not killing all these Overlords. Those Hydras are too freaking dangerous. They hit like absolute trucks down here, man. Yeah, he's trying to like get damage where he can. He did 1 volley down a drone. Maybe 2 volley down a drone there. So you can be a little bit sneaky here with the Wraiths. A little tiny bit sneaky. Not the end of the world. And siege mode's getting started on 1 base. I mean, he's thinking the second command center here at the natural, so he's definitely planning on expanding eventually. Jaedong should probably think about getting a 3rd at this stage, and really, 1 spore would be really worth its weight in gold here with all the Wraiths. There were cloaked Wraiths, man. You know what this is. You know what's going on. What? Spore. All right, so he gets a spore. It covers this bottom angle, kind of covers the left angle too. I like it. I like that positioning. Yeah, getting hits off. Wraiths immediately retreating from that spot. Creep colony coming inside the main base for a spore too. Nice. So Jaedong's doing the stuff I'm really hoping he would do. Second base here from Leta. Any sign of a 3rd base? Yeah, I think he's going to hide it down here. But then might as well throw it down. Wraiths aren't killing this thing in any time. Not with the Hydras this close to be able to come over and defend it. So excellent, excellent job opening here from... Ooh, double... Nope. Just 1 expand to the 3rd. No big deal. Bunkering up. Yacht. That's what I say. Yacht to that. Scourge definitely going down. Scourge, yeah. Just it's so hard to get a connection on Scourge against Corsairs or against Wraiths. They just outrange them. They hit hard. It's just in the hands of a good Terran player as Leta is, it's not happening. Queen's Nest could be for Ensnare. Ensnare will slow these Wraiths and allow the Hydras or the Scourge to catch them, as well as uncloak them too, which is just fantastic. We love seeing a giant decloak on a bunch of invisible units like DTs, right? Like those Wraiths. Well, this Wraith ball is getting big. Really big. What? SCV down. Down. It's going to be a hive. I don't see Ensnare coming in here, unfortunately, but I'd love to see an Ensnare upgrade and a couple Queens produced. Just cover them with the Hydras. Make it hard for the race to pick them off, right? Just Hydras everywhere. And then when the race gets too close, bam, ensnare those suckers. It's an instant cast. It already does everything it's going to do. It's not a damage over time or whatever. Scourge swinging around, swinging around. Oh boy, am I Elmer Fudd all of a sudden? I might be Elmer Fudd. Still trying to get Scourge connections, or if this is just scouting, I guess it works. It's fast. It's got pretty good vision radius. You can get an idea what's happening over here. Like, for example, the science facility that's coming in and the racks that are on the way, and you're good. Right? Beautiful scout. He sees exactly what this is. He knows. He knows it's going to be SK Terran on the follow-up. So maybe now he gets Lurker Aspect. I think that'd be a good idea to finally get Lurker here. Oh, where'd your detection go? Where's the Spore at the third? Yeah, see how many drones you're going to lose because you thought investing in a Spore was too much of a waste of money and too much of a waste. Can they 1-2 volley down these overlords, man? Dude, this haunting the high ground situation is very, very impressive. Here from Leta. Just keeping to the high ground there. Drones dying all over the place because there are no spores. 42 to 37 workers. Jaedong's doing a good job keeping up, right? He is droning pretty effectively, but Irradiate's on the way. Stim's coming in. Defiler Mound's coming in here too. No lurkers. So this could be a Hydra Ling Lurker to deal with this SK Terran. Yeah, there's your Adrenal upgrade. You just kind of use Dark Swarm and Plague and Lings and Hydras to handle this, but Leta's got some tanks. He's got some tanks in the mix. +1 attack coming in for the Marines, the Fire Bats, if he makes any of those, although the gas seems to be going into tanks here instead. And, oh man, they can 1 volley down Hydras with this ball. It's 11 friggin' Wraiths, man. No upgrades on them. Not investing into attack or armor upgrades for the Wraiths, but still, just enough Wraiths to be 1 volleying down Hydras. Look, Hydras don't have a ton of HP. It's 80 hit points. Look at them, 1 volleying down Overlords. Dude, this opening, the supply blocking, the drone killing. Finally, there's a Spore up. The Wraiths have got to fall back at least a little bit. They'll probably be back, though. You don't invest into that many Wraiths and just kind of keep them at home. Definitely not. We've got Consume on the way. A Plague on those Wraiths is really, I think, what Jaedong's going to be hunting for here. Once Consume is done, Plague's going to get started post-haste. There's no reason to skip it here at all. Not that you want to skip it against an SK Terran anyway. I mean, if you're skipping... right? If you're skipping Plague against an SK Terran, you're doing it wrong. You want to get those big juicy Plagues on those Marines. And yeah, they can come back from it. Medics can heal, but it takes a while and it drains all the energy off the medics. And then the next Plague is just that much more effective, and it's just kind of a multi-step process. Attacking down this path's, you know, getting some tanks on the high ground, setting up here on this third, a good idea. Plague is coming in, as I said, immediately after Consume. Guess what? Consume is done. Oh, there are lurkers here. Never mind, he got some lurkers, friends. I didn't see that come through. So guess what? You go Dark Swarm. Yep. And then the Terran's like, ah, beans. He's got Dark Swarm already. Okay, well, I guess I'm going home until I get more science vessels, which he's producing right now. More medics. Trying to get a third base set up. I love the escort over here. I guess there's not an SCV coming, but just a scout to make sure that an SCV comes over and is not going to die immediately to a crackling. Oh, this one, though, is in trouble. Oh, did he miss it? Is he going to take a third base here? I kind of love it from Leta. I mean, this base is fine. I don't have any complaints about this third base, but a third base here is pretty fantastic, too. Pretty big fan of that. Lurkers on the way. 6 of them egging up here. Wraith, see what's happening. 1 volley, 1 volley, 1 volley. Plague! Oh! That's the money shot. That's what Jaedong's been going for. She's like, all right. Let's kill as many drones as we can before we have to hightail it out of dodge. And that's exactly right. That's exactly right. Ugh, one of them somehow dodged the Plague. How did you do that? Black magic, I'd say. Dark Swarm, Hydra, Ling, Lurker, middle of the map. Siege tanks unsieging, running for their lives. Jaedong with the Dark Swarm and this tech. It's beautiful. There's not enough tanks to really shut it down. Third base does get constructed by Leta up this left side. Marines in smaller numbers cannot really handle these Hydras. Not these guys with +2/+1 upgrades. And the Marines are at 1-1. They've got Stim. They're working on a +2 attack here. Eventually, they'll be able to handle Hydras, no problem. What a game. Be sure to check out RJB, youtube.com/RJB_TV. And nice tank pick off. Oh, another tank pick off here. Got him. Tank just not in numbers to really handle this. So Leta's got to fall back. Love this third base from him. Jaedong does not have a third base. It's a weird map for fourth bases. This one, sometimes this one, I don't know. And in we go. Cracklings and Hydras on top of everything. Didn't bring any detection with him. So look at these. Oh no. These absolutely plagued Wraiths are getting tons of damage done. Why are they not engaging further here? They should be engaging further here. I mean, now they are. They're attacking stuff inside Dark Swarm, which kind of sucks. Another tank dies. Dude, what do we say about Dark Swarm at the front door of your natural base as a Terran? It means you're pretty much a dead nerd. I mean, there are no Ultras here. It is just a couple Hydras, couple Lurkers. It's not exactly immediately game-ending, but it is not good for Leta. Where are the Overlords? He's just like, I don't really care. He re-plagues them. Now they all die. There we go. I mean, did he assume they were repaired or something? That's really funny. 4 of them remain. Wings, Lurkers, Burrow, Lurker, Burrow. Got him. Got him. Yeah, that Lurker. 3 kills, very injured, not worried about it. So I think Jaedong is really taking it to the leader right now. Excellent, excellent push right up the middle here. Not really trying to flank or anything crazy like that, just sort of going. Problem is, this third base of Leta is done, and he's getting gas from it. Let's see what the scan is all about. He just sees the front here with the Lurkers, gets an Irradiate on a Defiler that doesn't have enough energy to do anything anyway. Charges up this ramp. Says, okay, there's no base here. That's cool. I mean, there's probably a base somewhere else. Scans to make sure there's not a base here. There's not. Leta's got to be pretty happy about that. 3 base to 3 base. 44 to 43 workers. I think Leta's okay. I mean, he's going to catch a Plague, and he's going to catch a Dark Swarm's kind of attack here. And he's only got 1 Fire Bat. He just doesn't have enough to handle this whole thing, lads. Ah, Science Vessel. Woo! Previously plagued? Yes. Also dead. Woo boy. These guys have not been plagued, but they are pulling back anyway because Hydra damage is good. 4th base coming in right side. I did notice, I watched the StarCraft English casting with Cyan and whatever that other guy's name is on YouTube for that finals. And they called everything coming online, which is kind of cool. It's like, you know, Lurker aspect coming online. Plague coming online. 4th base coming online. It's like, I mean, I appreciate what you're doing here. I think I always just say coming up, though, for my personal casting style. You're just getting these Wraiths get a lot of damage. Oh gosh. Okay, so I think the time of the Wraith is now over. These guys are like, are you sure there's not a base here? Yeah, we scanned. We scanned and had it revealed unto us in a dream that there was no base there. This group getting wiped out. I mean, look at the map. Look how much red there is on a map compared to how much blue there is on a map. It's not looking good, folks. Fire Bats are here. Marines are here, but Plague and Dark Swarm and Lurkers and Hydras and Cracklings will take care of all of this stuff. Look at the Lurkers moving up. They're like, yeah, what? Actually, we could have burrowed right there, but let's get one down. Let's get a Plague off. Let's really force Leta away from this position. Yeah, I don't know how Leta does this. This is a really, really tough spot. He needs more Irradiates. I got another huge Plague. Oh, dude. The way you win this is by having about 10 Science Vessels and irradiating everything that's a big ticket item. The thing about the Hydra meta here is that there aren't any Ultras to irradiate. You irradiate one of the Hydras, it dies, and it's so what? That's one of the reasons that Hydra meta is so popular these days, is because irradiate targets are weirder for the Terran. Yeah, you can irradiate lurkers and defilers, but the ultras were such a big ticket irradiate play that it was so good every time, and you just don't have that anymore. Outside of the defilers, these hydras are just not doing it. Adding more tanks into the comp, Mutalisks coming in, and there are Ultralisks now on the way. It's not a mech transition. Couple factories back here, but Leta's holding on to these racks for now, making more and more firebats. Good setup. I mean, I just think this one base up with the Dark Swarms, with the Plagues, everything is just looking fine. Scourge, no. Not enough Science Vessels to really do it here, especially because 4 of them are Plagued. Yeah, you just, I mean, with the Irradiates, yeah, that's how you're killing these Lurkers, but nothing else is doing it. Nothing else is doing it right now. 135 to 120 supply. Leta's up, but a lot of that is Marines, and they're just not having the value they want in this game. Mutas are hunting the Science Vessels. Good pullback. Good micro back there by those Science Vessels. Those Mutas wanted 4 deaths. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Another good irradiate. Muta's not in a position to jump on it, but that was a full HP Science Vessel. Jaedong expanding again. He is just growing impressively well. Got that 5th base coming online. Great position. Oh boy. 3rd base is under siege, folks. It's not a lot of stuff. Firebats charging in to the fray. Get him. Killed. Okay. Wow. Too many lurkers. Sometimes if it's 1 or 2 lurkers, you can kind of pull it off. Not when there are like 3 or 4 of them. Oh gosh. It's kind of running in. Burrowing in. Getting some nice splashy damage. Oh gosh, the detection wasn't there for Leta, and I think he thought it was. This is a GG. This is a GG scenario. Oh, he's catching the irradiated or the plagued Science Vessels. No irradiated Science Vessels in this game. It's really something you do when the enemy isn't going Hydra meta because, well, there's not a lot of anti-air. Dude, 6 kills on this lurker. 7 kills. 9 kills. 10. 11 kills. It's over. 49 to 29 here. Dude, that 2-fort Wraith opening did a lot of damage, but Jaedong weathered the storm, replaced the drones as they died. He's got 50 workers now to 29. And it is a win for Jaedong here at 22 minutes. I mean, I could be caster cursing it. This could definitely be over. This could not be over as well, but I am going to put money on the fact that Jaedong has this thing won. He has map control. He's controlling these bridges. This tank count's getting a little bit hefty. Yes, and the more tanks you have, the worse the Hydra meta is. And honestly, I think the more powerful Terran is anyway, against Ultras or Hydras, and Lings and Lurkers and everything else, right? Tanks don't have great upgrades. In fact, they have 0 upgrades. About even supply here, but the Plague and the Dark Swarm really add a lot. Jaedong's expanding again. He brings a Defiler out of the Nidus, comes on over, throws up a Dark Swarm, and a Plague. And the Science Vessels are all plagued now. The ones that weren't plagued before are definitely plagued now. Siege tanks, siege up, plagued or not plagued, not worried about it. Dude, some Lings running over this way. Like, 1 Hydra's like, I can kill all those SCVs. Don't worry about it. We got this. Look at him go. He's very proud. He's like, I've been tasked. Oh, no, he's not doing it. Maybe he turns into a lurker or something. Another scan. Scans that, scans that. Low ground siege tank position is pretty nice. Ah. Oh, every Science Vessel but 1 is killed by the Mutalisk after the Plague. Okay, alrighty then. This is problematic beyond what I have seen yet. This is really bad. And, oh, the Defiler dies before it can cast. Siege tanks help with that, folks. I'm telling you, more siege tanks in your TVZs would do you well. for most Terrans. And look at Leta. Aw, Spore took down the final one. Ultras are out now, and you don't have any science vessels. Yeah, I don't know about that. Yeah, Ultras are now here. This might be the hammer as Leta falls back, entirely defeated. This base is up. This base, ooh, he does manage to get down here and take down to this 5th base. Another 5th base is done, though, so whatever, I guess. A lot of drones died. It was 50 a second ago. It's now 34. So the attack on the 4th and the attack on the 5th killed a lot of drones. 33 remaining. Suddenly, it's getting a lot closer. We got Chitinous Plating and +1 attack. Also getting Anabolic Synthesis. Not quite there yet. Yeah, Ultra is trying to come across this bridge. There's the Dark Swarm, and that's the retreat signal. The immediate retreat from Leta here. Did he send a lurker up here? I feel like he should have. Anyway, oh boy. Plague, Ultralisks, Dark Swarm. What did I say about Dark Swarm with the natural? It's good, but when you got Ultras, it's better. Dude, this Anabolic Synthesis upgrade is taking forever. Like, utterly and completely forever here. Keep expecting it to be done, but, you know, nope, not happening. You can get to work now, boys. 35 to 29 workers, but it's 1 base mining to 2 bases mining. 3 bases mining if this guy gets going. So, and then the Ultras are such a problem. Is he waiting for speed to finish? He's like, come on. Did they nerf Anabolic Synthesis? He's trying to sneak up this way, but that medic scouted the attack, which means Leta's falling into position to handle it. And maybe with all the Ultras over here, a counterattack into this 4th base or into this base would be pretty good. Maybe. Oh, great. Dark Swarm position. Yeah, just an evacuation from that spot. Leta needs to get something done here now. Nidus does up some Lings and some Ultras, but no Defilers coming out of that Nidus, and it gets sniped, and the base is in trouble. Defiler gets sniped before it engages Leta. Nice positioning on those Marines. No Defilers for this engagement at all, and suddenly the Marines are like, well, we've got 3-3. We can handle these Ultras if we're not plagued, and if there's no Dark Swarm, absolutely not a terrible experience. Unfortunately, Leta has no active mining at all, and Jaedong has some active mining at all, and usually some defeats none. It is technically infinitely more, right? Right. So what you can do is sneak up here, Marine fire on these dudes if you want, if you're into it. The 3rd base by Leta lands. He needs it back, and he got it back. Uh-oh. These Marines, are they stuck over here? Oh, I wish I could scroll over more, but this is literally it. Nope, they're fine. Gets a plague, and then the Ultras come in to clear them out. Oh, and the irradiated Ultralisks just kill them more. Bad choice. I mean, a couple Ultras died, whatever. 3rd base by Leta is rocking and rolling. 32 to 27 workers here at 28 minutes is a very low econ game for a TVZ, but it is Neo Dark Origin, 2-player map that does lead to some pretty scrappy experiences. Not a lot of space in between bases, and that's what gives you this kind of stuff, where the attack paths are short, where it doesn't take that long to get from your natural to your opponent's 5th, for example. You expand toward your enemy whether you want to or not. Eventually, you do. Love this one Mutalisk doing its job, which is, I guess, killing an engineering bay, the natural enemy. Scourge connections are good. Yeah, I mean, I think Leta did a pretty good job holding on for as long as he did, but he's got Cracklings inside his 3rd base. I'm going to chase him out eventually here. Man, more Cracklings down this way, more Ultralisks. I'd love to see a +3 attack here, but +2 probably will get the job done. Plague catches a ton of those Marines, and this command center gets plagued too. Now your defense is garbage, and you should feel bad. And these plagued SCVs are getting one-shot by the Ultralisks. Oh, man. And the Zerglings, too. And this irradiated Defiler coming up, killing his buddies. And puke something, dude. No. All right. No puking. Got it. Just attack the bunker. There we go. Yeah, 75 to 27 supply. It is over. This is nice. This is really nice from Leta. He got up to that new 4th base and killed it. Jaedong, not really on top of that, but it doesn't matter. Leta has nothing left. Calls the GG, and bam, Jaedong is our winner in 30 minutes and 14 seconds of Scraptastic TVZ today for your Wednesday. Hot dang. That was awesome. That was a good one. The Wraith opening, the Hydra's tech switch, the response there from Jaedong into the Ultralisks. The Irradiate's just not hot and heavy enough. The tank count pretty good. But when the tanks were unsupported down here, right? The tanks down here, the Marines all up here. Then the Dark Swarm and the Ultras get in there. Blah, 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 blah. The tanks are dead, and that's pretty much it. Can't afford any more tanks, and then the Ultras are better. The Irradiates were good. There aren't many Ultras left at the end of the game here. There's 1, 2, 5 of them. Yeah, like 5 Ultralisks at the end of the game. It's not a lot from Jaedong. He's under 100 supply. He's got 40 total army supply at this stage of the game. But the fact that this is alive at all, man, I mean, this is dead. Jaedong has exactly, this died, this died, this died. He's got exactly like 150 minerals to mine from here. But Leta just barely ran out of steam. Just barely couldn't hold on to this base. Just barely couldn't get in and kill this thing. He has to tap out. What a close game that was, man. Jaedong had nothing left. If Leta doesn't tap out there, if he doesn't get overrun there when he does, I think Jaedong might have lost. Crazy. So 207,000, 183,000 points there. We got an outproduction by the Zerg, an outkill by the Terran. More outproduction than outkilling. Structures raised 5 to 6, and the outspend here about 13,000 resources at the end of the day from Jaedong. In 30 minutes, we'll get the job done. All right, that's a GG. That was great. Good game from Jaedong. Way to get the win. I loved the opening from Leta. Did a lot of damage, but not enough. Not enough to slow down Jaedong, and the second base was maybe too late, too. Maybe a little bit late, too, from Leta, but talk about that later. All right, that's a GG. That's going to be it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, Twitch, Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.